Banks is known for many positive things to many different people. When I think about what is a beautiful, effective middle school, I think that you would get people to say many great things about Banks. We have a phrase here that who are we? We are Banks, and it means so many great things to so many great people. I look at this school as a special place that builds relationships between adults and kids for the benefit of academic success. That we have a philosophy here that we are known for. We truly value the relationships with kids, and from there we can get academic growth from them. And we have data that would show that when we get kids, they absolutely benefit from the 3 years that they're here. And so Sarah Banks is known for just building some great relationships with kids, and of course the academic success where learning will take place for all. Well, first of all, it's an atmosphere where we support the student learning and that all kids should feel welcomed. It's very important that one of those things be that kids feel safe and secure, and that they have a relationship with at least one adult that they can come to in this building that they feel comfortable talking with about anything that might be difficult at this time in their particular life. Another thing would be just how dedicated the staff is here at Sarah Banks. We have an amazing group of teachers. They love what they do, they laugh, they have fun at work, but when they come to work they have an amazing vision, and that is to make sure that all kids are truly learning in their classroom. And of course the third thing would be the students, and that is that I always say that students really make or break a truly great school. It has to start with them. And I think when kids feel that they're treated fairly, when kids feel that there's some love and belonging in each and every classroom, that they're going to be successful. And so the third thing would be we have an amazing group of kids, and when it starts with great kids, we can do some wonderful things with them. When students come back to visit us, they talk about those individual teachers that they miss. They certainly share a lot of stories about just the warmth and supportive environment that the individual teachers here have created. And we get a sense that they truly miss, as much as middle school years can be difficult and somewhat tumultuous for a lot of kids, you get a sense that they miss the warm, caring, friendly environment of our middle school. And I think that just speaks volumes about those individual teachers making sure that every kid in their classroom is cared for and well taken care of. And then I think without fail, when you start to talk to them, there's at least one or two that always mention the individual events, whether that might be the Washington, D.C. class trip during their 8th grade year, or something about a particular school musical, or a great athletic season. So some of those events outside of the classroom, they tend to want to always talk about and kind of reminisce. But overall, when they leave, they just come into the building and they think, wow, really, really miss this place. Individually, it is my absolute hope that each student would achieve academic success. And for some, that might mean a 4.0. For others, that might mean a 3.0 GPA. Truly passing all of their classes and learning along the way is, of course, the academic goal. As I've said multiple times, of course, I want a balance between feeling loved and cared for at school, that relationship piece, but we are in the education business, and so we want kids to make sure that they are learning. And so when I think about the content standards for each of those individual classes, that's what I want. I want kids to be able to meet those grade level expectations, and we have the staff that help them do that. When I think about their overall educational goals for them as individuals, I want them to have a love of learning. I want them to know that when they come to school, that education is a gift that no one's ever going to take away from them. And we have a staff here that can deliver that to them. And I want them to value that. I want them to understand that this is a gift in their life that just nobody will ever take away. And so in these years, these middle school years, that can be challenging to make sure kids can truly value what it is that they're learning. But when I think about what do I want for them, absolutely, I want them to value the education that we are delivering to them. And then that learning piece, I want them to learn at grade level standards. I would say you choose Sarah Banks Middle School to form your opinion based on how you feel when you walk in here. Certainly Walled Lake Schools, it's an amazing district. We have guaranteed curriculum, we have guaranteed standards. I mean, no matter what school you choose at middle school in Walled Lake, you're going to receive the same curriculum. So what separates a building from another building? And so when I think about why would parents want to choose Sarah Banks, well, they want to choose Sarah Banks based on a fit. They want to choose Sarah Banks based on if it's an environment that has activities as well as the structure. We have very high expectations for our kids, very high expectations for the teaching staff. Everything we do here, we hold the bar very high. And I think if parents want that, then they can see that in this building. When you walk the halls, whether you go into a classroom, at the end of the day dismissal, no matter what time you come here, I think it's very evident that we have some high standards for everything that we do.